Hello everyone, my name is Bruno.
My name is Marcela.
Natively from Brazil. I have lived here in the US for a little over 20 years. She has only just arrived in the country a few months ago. She's still improving her English, so bear with her. But we love traveling and we are about to embark on a very exciting adventure actually. We are about to head on a 2 to 3 month road trip in the western half of the United States, where we are expected to see many beautiful nature, beautiful sights along the way, beautiful cities like Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, to name a few. It's going to be very exciting. We are about to do it on a Toyota Camry, actually, which is a compact car. We're going to sleep in the car. It's not the ideal car for this kind of adventure, we know, but it's the budget we have at the moment, and we're not letting that hinder our abilities or stop us from doing what we want to do, which is travel this magnificent country.
I'm nervous because cooking in the car. I love cooking, but in the cars, I'm not cooking. I don't cooking in the car.
Yeah, it's going to be a very unique experience for us both, because although I have traveled a lot in the past, I've traveled to 33 countries. I've never truly traveled like this, where I'm an extended period of time like this, living in your car, so to speak, sleeping in your car. Basically, we have our belongings in the car. It's going to be very different, right? And it's a compact car as well. So it's going to be different, but we're excited at the same time. So it should be good.
Yesterday, we went in the supermarket and bought the canned food.
Yeah.
Many canned foods.
We bought a lot of groceries yesterday, mostly canned foods, like she said, because canned foods don't need to be refrigerated, so it's easy to prepare and ready to go, quick and easy in a kind of a road trip style trip that we were doing like this. We have a small mini fridge where we can store a small amount of like meat, like chicken or beef, and a small amount of cheese and ham and things like that. But it's very small, the fridge, so it doesn't allow us to store a whole lot in there. That's why the majority of the groceries that we bought is canned food. So we have reached the canned food section, and there's actually a lot of options here. We were pleasantly surprised with how many options you have for canned foods. We never used to buy a lot of canned foods, on our daily routine. We prefer to buy fresh food, But for traveling, especially when we don't have a refrigerator, the majority of our food is going to need to be canned food. And here in the US, maybe more than any other place in the world, you have great variety of canned foods, as you see here. Well, tuna is kind of pretty standard, but you have a lot more stuff. You actually have salmon here as well. You have sardines here as well. You have so much stuff. You have chicken, you have beef as well, which we came across in a canned food format, which, in our native country, Brazil, you can't really find chicken or beef in a canned food form. So that's pretty cool. We got some more stuff here. We got some mashed potatoes here. We got some pasta. It says it's fully cooked, so that's nice, quick, practical. 2-4 minutes, you have it ready. Pini Alfredo. This is nice. Oh, you got some.
This is bacon.
Oh yeah, you got some bacon. Yes, you got some Parmesan here. So
Chicken.
Yeah, some chicken. Yeah, some canned chicken. This is very well reviewed, so I think it should be pretty good. Oh yeah, we got some pho as well. some Vietnamese soup. Yeah, this should be good. Along the way, we're going to be showing you how we set up the car and set up our luggage and everything in a way where we can travel by day, and how we're going to set everything up to actually sleep somewhat comfortably at night. Because like we said, we're traveling in a Toyota Camry, which is not the ideal car for this kind of adventure, but it's what we have at the moment for our budget. So again, That's what we're working with. We reside in the Dallas Metroplex, and in regards to our itinerary, first we are going to go over to Colorado, over to Great Sand Dunes National Park. We then will start heading north all the way to Colorado Springs and Garden of the Gods, and we're going to spend a day or so in the Denver Metroplex. We're going to then spend about a day or two in Rocky Mountain National Park, and then go over to western South Dakota State, over to Mount Rushmore National Memorial. We're going to stop by briefly at Badlands National Park. We're going to explore the Black Hills area as well, like cities like Deadwood, Lead, Spearfish, among a few regions. And then we're going to start heading west to Wyoming, make a brief stop at Devil's Tower National Monument, and then head over to the two main national parks at Wyoming State, which is Grand Teton and Yellowstone National Parks. And then we're going to head north to Montana in the direction of Glacier National Park. In the way to Glacier National Park, we're going to stop by a Western themed town, which name is escaping me at the moment. I'm going to write down the name here in the video. After Glacier National Park, we're going to head west to Washington State, and we're going to make stops at all three national parks in Washington State: North Cascades, Mount Rainier, and Olympic National Parks. We're going to spend a day in Seattle as well while we're at it. And then we're going to start heading south to Oregon, stop by Ecola State Park, make a brief stop in Portland, stop over at Mount Hood National Forest, at Silver Falls State Park, and then we're going to do the Oregon Coast Drive from Lincoln City to Brookings. And then after Brookings, we'll head more south to Redwoods National Park, which is Northern California, almost at the Oregon border. We're going to check out Crater Lake National Park, which is in Oregon, but again, close to the California border. We're then going to go south over to Lassen Volcanic National Park, keep going south to Lake Tahoe, and then keep going south to three national parks in California, in Yosemite, Kings Canyon, and Sequoia National Parks. We're then going to go over to the coast in San Francisco, briefly for about a day or two. Then we're going to do the California Scenic Route or Coastal Drive in California called the Big Sur from San Francisco to LA. From LA, we're going to stop at two of California's desert national parks, which is Joshua Tree and Death Valley. From there, we'll be heading to Las Vegas briefly, and then over to Arizona, stopping at Sedona, Grand Canyon, and Horseshoe Bend. We'll then cross over the Utah border and make stops at all three, or rather five, Utah national parks, which are Zion, Bryce Canyon, Capitol Reef, Arches, and Canyonlands. We'll then head south over to Monument Valley. That's almost at the Arizona border as well. And then from there on, this is the tentative itinerary we have for right now. But from then on, we might stop over at the southwestern portion of Colorado as well, and check out some of New Mexico as well, like Santa Fe, White Sands National Park, Carlsbad Caverns, and then cross over to West Texas into Guadalupe Mountains and Big Bend National Park. And that is our tentative schedule, which we have for right now. It's subject to changes, obviously, due to travel circumstances and everything, but that's what we have at the moment. Stay on tune to future episodes of our channel. There's bound to be many twists and turns along the way, and we're excited to share every bit of it with you.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The adventures begin. Ta-da!
I'm gonna spray paint one of the cars here. Wow, this trail is very difficult.